Spore Empress Moldara. Okay, chat, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of the story if you weren't here yesterday. This card is a 6 mana 6/7, start a game, shuffle 7 replicating spores into your deck, and the related card is this, which says summon a random 5-cost minion, your future replicating spores, summon it as well. Here's the thing, is the first time I read this card, I thought it said cast when drawn, because that's what most of the cards do when they get shuffled in your deck. I was talking to Alex Smith yesterday, and he was telling me one of the devs read it like I did. So we're just like that. I'm just like that. If you think about it, I work for Blizzard. No, I'm kidding. This card's weird, man. I have no idea whether or not this card is good, because I feel like this card desperately needs you to go for the late game. But the longer the game goes, the better I guess it gets, because it is a huge amount of stats. The problem is like, how likely are you to be able to play a 5 mana do nothing? I mean, it's not 5 mana do nothing. It's 5 minutes. I'm gonna random minion, but like that's not great. That's really, really slow. In a world where like we can go extremely slow, this might have a chance. Like, even would you guys pay 5 mana to summon 2 random 5-cost minions? How many, like, would you pay for that? I would maybe pay for that, actually, now that I say that out loud. But you have to go through that little hoop. Maybe in wild. Yeah, Razzle Dazzler is just like a really interesting card. It's interesting because like this takes up your draw too. Summons the same minion over time though. It can be very like the potential for this card is very high. But the thing is, like, what if the first minion you get is absolute dog? What if it's the worst thing ever? So then now you're summoning that card every single time. So I don't see it being played. Like, even in a super slow metagame, maybe post rotation, if the game slows down enough, like this has potential, but I don't know, man. Let me see the art here. Damn, look at him. It's pretty sick. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty sick. This is a new artist. Oh, very well done. Very Hearthstone-y. I like it. Imagine getting Dorian. I mean, in Disneyland, yeah. Okay. Exarch Akama, 5 mana 3/6. After this attacks, all other friendly minions can attack again except this card, and it's a Draenei. Chat, is there a Draenei currently that gives us rush on your next Draenei? If that question is yes, this card is probably pretty good. Yeah, it's a neutral. What mana cost is it? What mana cost is the rush, dude? 2 mana? This card's broken. Dude, this card is so silly. I think this card's nuts. Imagine a world where Warrior can do Wind Fury on every single one of their minions. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Big fan of that one. Not even just Draenei, all other minions. Can I do a backflip? Yeah, on your mom. Sorry. And there's the signature. Nice signature, not gonna lie to you. It's kind of dope. Kind of dope card. Let's do the rest of the warrior cards and we'll see where this goes, because they do kind of need, you need good minions for this, but I'm sure this, like, this card is like, most of the time it's gonna do enough, but a lot of the time it's gonna win you the game. So that's pretty sick. Dwarf Planet, 10 mana. Fill your board with random 2-cost minions that attack random enemies. I mean, the signature is really good. Okay, so chat, let's ask ourselves a question here. We play Tsunami. Tsunami is current. It was 10 mana to summon 4 fire element or water elementals. That card is played because you could cheat it out. Would you ever play? Don't say this is my mom. What the fuck? Would we ever play Tsunami if it costs 10 mana when it summoned 4 water elementals? I don't know. That's kind of slow, but it's also not the worst thing in the world. You could cheat this with the Draenei. Wait, which Draenei cheats this? What Draenei actually cheese? I have actually no idea. Man, I need all the Draenei's in a list. Yo, Mick, can you do me a solid, dog, on your website? I know you do a lot, but is it possible for you to, like, in relation to this card, show every Draenei possible so like we can make it like the combos? I'm too lazy to look it up. Lunar Trailblazer? What the fuck is Lunar Trailblazer? I don't remember what that does. Anyways, 10 mana to get a bunch of shitters and they go face. Neutral 5-drop common. Okay, what's its ability? What's its ability? I'm gonna look it up now because I really don't know what it is. What is it called again? What's it called? Lunar Trailblazer. All right, chat. Do you know Hearthstone? What does Lunar Trailblazer do? Someone? Set the cost of a random spell in your... it's the big spell mage card. That's what I thought about. Set a cost of a random spell in your hand to this minion's cost. Okay. Would you cast this for 5 mana? You know, maybe. Maybe is the answer to that. The problem is you have to have no other spells in your hand. You have to have no spells in your hand for that to be playable. Is that good? No. That's some Disneyland type shit. We're not in Disneyland. Card's probably unplayable, unfortunately. Cool concept though. I think in Arena this goes hard though. Arena could go insane. I don't think it's good at 5 mana. I mean, let's be real here. We're probably playing this on 5 mana. 5 mana to get you fill your board and they also attack. Rarran, but Doomsayer, but Shadow Step. What if you Shadow Step? Anyways, we're not going to continue down this train. Let's continue. Stalwart Avenger, 4 mana 7/2. Immune while attacking at the end of each turn. Swap this minion's attack and health and it's a Draenei. Okay, so let's go through this real fast. This is a 4 mana 7/2. Doesn't do anything the turn you play it. You can give it rush if you want it. The end of your turn says this is a 2/7. That also gets punished for every single time it does damage. Or takes damage, I should say. She is a baddie, I would agree with you. What's she hidden there, actually? Hold on. Yo, Emick, I want you to know that this feature, just look at the artwork, is absolutely goated. This is a goated feature, just want you to know. This should be in Hearthstone. Like, I don't know how this isn't in the game already. Like, to look at the art. But it's a tough card. But now the thing is, this card exists. So let's imagine a world where you have this on board. You're in Disneyland. You're in the ride waiting line for I don't know, Space Mountain. This gets to live. It flips back, and then you get to play this with Rush, and you're just doing infinite to them. Is that ever good? I don't know, probably not. What else is there? Expedition Sergeant, 3 mana 3/4. Battle cry. The next Draenei you play immediately attacks a random enemy. Okay, so you play this, right? Let me look at the art. Beautiful. You play this. You play this. This does 7 damage. Wait, this into this is correct. This card is so scary. This card gives me horrors, to be honest. Oh, Alex Horley, the gem. Wait, that's kind of pog, no? Every time you mispronounce Draenei, I get one step closer to releasing my Rarran. Leo, if you have a Rarran diss track in the storage, release it right now. I want to listen to it right now. You know, I'm gonna mispronounce the next card so bad that you're gonna have to. Ready? Crystal in Griat. Nice. 2 mana 2/2. After your hero attacks, give all Draenei in your hand +2 attack. Well, the synergy is obvious here, right? That's the first one you said correctly. So now you get to buff this. You get to buff this. And this is, I mean, that's, if you get the mace on too, it's popping, no? That's pretty sick. That's +4 attack for every minion in every Draenei in your hand. That has to be decent. If the package is good enough, it's definitely something. In case anyone wants to see the art, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's continue down the road. Jettison. Okay, chat, random ask question. What the hell's a jettison? I said yesterday that this is a reference to the Jetsons. If you guys ever watched that show, it's a show about like a futuristic family. It's basically the Flintstones if they were in the future. Now, if you don't know what the Flintstone is, and I'm just speaking, don't call me Unk, by the way. Jettison is when you eject stuff. So this morning on the toilet, I jettisoned. Is what you're saying. All right. Discover a spell, spend 2 armor to discover another. Okay. Damn. This is good, right? This is like good with safety goggles. This is good with like a lot of different stuff. You're actually like really happy to play this on turn 2 if you have armor. Isn't that the guy who invented the light bulb? No, that's Edison. But I heard a rumor, chat, that Thomas Edison didn't actually invent the light bulb. He stole it from somebody else. Someone else had the idea and he made it better. So does that make him the... It's like when you make it's like when someone makes a deck list in Hearthstone and you replace one card and then it's your deck, right? It's the same concept. You know what I mean? Like, technically speaking, it's still his idea. I don't know. Nikola Tesla? What'd that guy do? I don't know anything about these people. They didn't teach us this in Canadian school. I was taught, I don't remember what I was taught about in history. I think history was more about like World War II and that kind of stuff. And like what we did to like the Aboriginals on our land. It's kind of fucked. Okay, anyway, so let's get back to Hearthstone cards. Is this card good, chat? 2 mana discover spell. I wouldn't pay that. Primordial Glyph is the baseline for this. So 2 mana discover spell, reduce its cost by 2. I wouldn't pay that. I wouldn't pay for 2. So to spend 2 more armor, discover 2 cards. 2 mana, discover 2. Didn't Warlock have this card? Warlock had a card like this, right? From the mini set of Descent of Dragons. Am I tripping here? Do we know what we're talking about here? And that card was like not played at all. I guess like your Warlock cards on average are not great to discover with. So like I think on average you're happier discovering warrior cards than you are with Warlock. But okay, if I remember, that card was any card. This is just a spell. So on average, discovering spells is better because you can't get like any neutrals. So that is not bad. Could be okay. If you really need the value, I could see it being played. I could see it being played. Hostile Invader, 5 mana 3/5 Battlecry, Spellburst, and Death Rattle. Deal 2 damage to all other minions, and it's a demon. I think this card's very good. This card's actually like really powerful. 4 damage AoE if you have a single spell that you can play with this. That is cracked. And then it also does 2 more damage afterwards. Like this is like a staple in Highlander Warrior. It's a staple in probably Control Warrior. It's a good card. Also, what is the art? Look at the background. There's a dude. Chat, is that you in the back? The hell? Holy. The guy you're referring to was Louis Latimer. He invented the filament, the little metal thing that emits the light. He did not invent the light bulb. It is a misinformation meme on purpose. Wait, was your information a misinformation or was the Tesla thing? Chat, is this card good? I don't think so. Ooh, I don't know. I gotta cancel that timer though. Remind me to do that after I'm done with this. Captain's Log, 4 mana, draw 2 cards, cost 1 less for each Draenei you control. If I have 4 Draenei, this costs 0. That's good. What is the baseline for drawing 2? 3? I mean, I wouldn't even pay 3 mana to draw 2 at this point. You need a juicer. 1 mana, you're stoked. 0 mana, you're like crying yourself to sleep how happy you are. 2 mana, you're probably okay. So as long as it's 2 mana, as long as you have 2 Draenei, you're fine. I'm okay with that. That's probably okay, I think. Here's the art in case someone's curious. What's he looking at? Captain's Log, day 100 and 906. What did I just say? Day 100 and day 100? Am I okay? Hello? Day 9. He's sitting on a log. Holy shit! Leo, you're so right. Guys, I had a late night last night, And then on top of it, I woke up and I watched League of Legends for about 4 hours as I was going to the gym. Today was the first day back. Day 9 collab? Wait, why is this a day 9 collab? What did I say? You got a sponsor for Diceomancer? It's not a sponsor, Operate. I can play games that are not Blizzard. They don't whip me down. It's not like John Blizzard is in the room with me. Sorry, I got a little aggressive there. Anyways, next card. Unyielding Vindicator. 4 mana 5/4. Battle cry. The next Draenei you play gives your hero its attack for that turn. Okay, so how illegal is it to play this card and then playing this card? This card. Wait, how do you do this? You got to make a decision between this and this for this. I guess if you're doing the 7, you're pretty stoked. And then you can also buff it with the mace. It's kind of dope. I could see it. I can see it. Hello, John Hearthstone. You said Captain's Log day 900. Ah, okay. Sorry, I got lost in the sauce there. Okay. I mean, overall, how are we feeling about the Draenei package here? I feel like the only card I think this card's just good in vacuum. Very, very good. I think this card's fine. I think the whole Draenei package is really dependent on whether or not you can make the synergy work, but there's definitely enough potential there to maybe get it to work. I think this card on its own, by the way, is just playable. Like, if there's ever a way to just give this thing rush, like, easily, this is one of the scariest cards in the game. This is just like, it reminds me of that Battle Master card from, was it Stormwind? Repressed. 0 mana Finale Rush. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's just incredibly scary with a card like this. I think this card has such a high ceiling, it's ridiculous. I'm very nervous for a card like this, but I can see it. This guy fucks. Let's go see Death Knight. Is all the Death Knight cards released, chat? Or is it just the first little bit here? Scrolling up. Only 5? God dang it. All right, what do we got here? Let's start with this one. Orbital Moon. Give a minion taunt and lifesteal if you played an adjacent card this turn. Also give it Reborn. Taunt and lifesteal and Reborn potentially for 1 mana. Bitch, sign me up for that. That's crazy. Taunt and lifesteal if you played an adjacent card this turn. Also give it Reborn. Yo, isn't this nuts? That's not even hard. Like, the adjacent card thing is not even difficult for this. Depending on what deck you're playing in, of course, and what your hand looks like, but that's not a difficult thing. I mean, you're pretty stoked for Taunt Lifesteal. Only 2 blood. Okay, is there any 2 blood decks available right now? I mean, with a card like this, though, like, you could probably make it happen. I mean, let's see what the rest of the cards are. I think in a vacuum, this card's pretty decent, though. What kind of moon is an orbital? Wait, what do you mean? Are you guys saying this is not a moon? What are you guys, astrophysicists, or like, what do you mean? Is Neil deGrasse Tyson in this chat? I don't know. I don't know anything about space. Anyways, let's continue. Suffocate. 4 mana, destroy a minion. If you're building a starship, also destroy a random neighbor. Dude, I'm not. Okay. Can you imagine if we're just speaking in real life here? Hey guys, I'm gonna suffocate somebody, but also I'm building a spaceship, so I'm also gonna do it to a random neighbor. It's just so stupid. 4 mana to destroy a minion is fine. No, it's not great. It's assassinate for rogue, and that card's unplayable. So it's bad. If you're building a starship, also destroy a random neighbor. So technically 4 mana to destroy 2 minions, and you can pick at least one of them guaranteed. Man, isn't it strange they have a card called Suffocate, but they won't even let unnerf Jaina in Hearthstone? Okay, guys, I have to run an idea by you. I had this idea last 2 days ago, and I've been thinking about it since. I know we're here for card reviews here, but I'm gonna let this. I gotta talk about this real fast, okay? If I make a video called "They Unnerfed Jaina in Hearthstone," and I show the, like, you know, the before and after images, and then the video is only 10 seconds long, and it just says, if you clicked on this video, please seek help, and I end the video. Would that be funny? Or is that like, is that too much? Because like that's clickbait and a half, but I think it would be hilarious to see, like, I just write COD as the pinned message. Like, I think if it happened to you, like, specifically, and you're someone like, oh, like, I'm targeting the people that are like, holy fuck, they actually nerfed Jaina or unnerfed Jaina. I think it would be hilarious. I think it can go hard. But I don't know. I wouldn't do that as a video. Maybe I'll do it as a short. I thought that was really funny. Like, I think if you clicked on that video excited that it got unnerfed, I think like that is the perfect video for her or for that person. Anyways, I don't know how I feel about Suffocate. It's okay. There's probably better removal, but we'll see. Ah, it's my favorite card. Okay. Soulbound Spire, 3-mana 2/2 death rattle. Summon a minion with cost equal to this minion's attack up to 10. Okay, am I playing a 3-mana 2/2 that summons a cost equal to this minion's attack? No. In a starship, maybe that's a lot better. God, the starship pieces are so hard to evaluate because it's like you're playing such ass. Like you're playing such ass, and then like they all accumulate to something like better. So it's okay, but then you're playing this. Like, do I want to put like in what world is this fine? In 2024 Hearthstone, I don't know. It feels like it's gonna be so difficult to do this. One removal, your spaceship is gone. Yeah, like the spaceships have to be nuts. That's the thing. Reborn. You have hand buff. Yeah, but dude, like, I'd rather just do something better. Like, I'm putting Soulbound Spire in my deck so I can go through the hand buff thing and be like, yes, it's not even an undead. That sounds awful. Guiding Figure. 2-mana 3/2 spellburst, trigger a random friendly minion's death rattle. Like this card fucks. Like this card actually might be good. Like this is actually a starship piece I'm about. That's fine. This one is like, I don't know, bro. Like I'm picking this in arena and I might be upset about it. This card's fine. Like this is this has potential because you can actually think about what death rattle you want to proc. I like it. I like it. All right, we got to juice your legendary here. Hold on, what is this? The 8 Hands from Beyond. What? Is this the actual name of the card? No. Nope. Sorry, I can't let my cat in here, otherwise it's gonna bite wires. I'm doing the wire stuff today. Is this the real name, Imic? Is this real? I guess it's an octopus. Yeah, it is. Okay. 8 mana, 8/8. So this is 2 blood. That's important to know. Battlecry, destroy both players' decks except the 8 highest cost cards in each. And it's a beast. Okay, what is this? When do you want to use this? I think it's a cool card, but how do you play this and be fine with this? It's a mouthful. I mean, 8 hands is a lot of hands. Control, I guess. Okay, but the thing is, okay, chat, we're not only are you paying an 8 mana 8/8 do nothing, you're also making your opponent's deck more consistent. Because if you're going against aggro doesn't care about this card because at that point in time the game's already over. If you're going against combo, by the point you play this card, you're either helping them find the combo or they already have their combo. It's very unlikely this is going to be insane. And then if you're going against another deck that's also late game, you're also just making their draws more consistent. So you're playing this for what? Like, Kill Jaden afterwards? I mean, in Disneyland, sure, but just play Kill Jaden at that point, right? I'd rather bypass this, start scaling my demons up. You know what I mean? Like, why am I playing an 8 mana 8/8 do nothing when I can just start scaling the demons if that's what you're going for? Like, the only reason you're doing this one is for plagues. Dude, plagues are only here for one more set. There's bombs, but the thing about bombs is that your warrior opponent's only going to play those cards when you're like, it's late game anyways. Like, you're probably not going to play it before this card is even played. So when do you want this? I don't understand. It's a fun card. I think it's just a fun card, right? Look at the art though. The art is insane. The curve is jaded on 7, this on 8. I still think I'd rather do anything else. Like, would you rather play this or the Primus? Like, I think that's just a good answer. You also have to put this in your deck. You also have to hope that you get Jaden and this the following turn. I guess this has the potential to find your kill Jaden fast if you really need it. It shits on combo decks. I don't think so. I think by the time you're like, think about how fast combo decks find their tools now, right? Like you need to have this on turn 8. You have to have this on turn 8. But it's funny. Cool card. So Death Knight got a big octopus. They're building a spaceship, and then on top of that, we're suffocating someone specifically. And if you are building a spaceship, someone randomly. Interesting game. Okay. I mean, overall, like Warrior looks kind of interesting. It's gonna be tough to see how well this actually pays off for them. Like I don't know about Warrior, but so far, if I had to put my money on it, I think the best class looks like it's gonna be Mage. Like this Mage's like kit just fits so nicely into a deck that already exists. And on top of it, all the cards are good. What if you shadow step it? I think this card's also really good. This card's also really good, and this card's also really good. In hindsight now, like this card has potential. But yeah, I'll have to see obviously what the rest of the Death Knight cards are. It's funny because, dude, like I feel like I shouldn't evaluate any classes when only half of them are out, because it's like trying to figure out like what they're trying to do, and I feel like I'm not giving them the full potential. But there's potential. Yo, how do I say your name? PRZ Callow, thank you for the sub. Awesome, dude. Thank you. All right, chat.